Where am I supposed to look?
It's like Jason Tatum's passing has just gone up a level in really since the restart happened. Is that something you're seeing as well?
Yeah, I mean, he just has a great feel for the game, and he's seeing a lot of different coverages. In this series, he saw everything you could possibly see. So he's done a great job handling it. I thought the two plays of the night were Smart's block and Tatum's rebound. Those were both incredible effort plays, by two of our best players. So we're lucky to move on, against a really special Toronto team and organization. But yeah, Tatum's really good. Does a lot of really good things.
In person, Gary Washburn.
Yeah, I mean, we struggled with their versatility defensively in that small lineup tonight without Tice on the back line to clean up some of those lobs and stuff. But we were winning, and we had enough stops to win the game. Both teams were really tired. Both teams laid it all out there. This has been a grueling series, and I give a lot of credit to them. Never go away, and we had to gut run out to earn it. If you would have told me we shot what we shot from the free throw line, the 2-point line, and the 3-point line, and we win a game 7, I would have said it's probably unlikely. But we really guarded, and we had a number of good contributions in that area.
Question in person, Dan Woodke.
Hey, Brian. Kevin had three. What does it mean? What does it mean you guys actually struggling when it's still able to step in against really?
Yeah, I think, we've been really spoiled here in the last few years, getting a chance to do this and go even to the second round of the playoffs is really hard. It means you have to win a playoff series, so I'm really happy for him. He deserves to experience this. He's everything that's good about basketball, and he loves the game. He's a great teammate. He doesn't care if he gets any of the glory. Like, he's just a special guy. So guys like that deserve to play on these stages and for all the marbles, and I'm glad he gets to keep doing it.
Question in person, Mike Rosenberg.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I've coached in a lot of playoff games now, and a lot of playoff series, a lot of NCAA tournament games, and I'd say that we saw more defenses and more stuff and more, right when something worked, the next play it didn't work anymore, and that's a credit to them. They keep you on your toes the whole time. He's a heck of a coach. They've got really smart players. I think Lowry is obviously, he's up there with the best I've ever coached against at thinking the game and putting people in spots and all that stuff, especially on the defensive end. Doesn't get enough credit for it. So, yeah, we should definitely be hardened. We should definitely have a lot more in our toolbox to go back to, but we also have to get ready for a different, more unique team now in Miami.
Tim Bontemps.
Brad, you've obviously talked for a long time about Marcus's impact on your team and kind of all the stuff that he does that doesn't show up on the box score. I know the block will show up on the box score, but does that play kind of personify everything he brings to your group?
Yep, the hustle, the block, the toughness. He had a couple of loose balls. He almost came up with another couple rebounds there towards the end of the game. Yeah, I mean, he's a huge part of our team. He's a huge part of our organization. And I said this before the playoffs. We got a chance to play in this great event, every year he's been here, and it's not a coincidence.
Abby Chin.
Brad, you guys defensively forced a lot of turnovers, got a lot of points out in transition. How important was that? And then at halftime, they showed a clip of you inside the huddle. Were you referencing Tommy and Bob Cousy, and did you guys speak with them before the game?
I'm not going to say who I spoke with or who I text or anything else. I hate those cameras in the locker rooms. I could do without those. But we've got some good fans, and some of our fans are pretty damn accomplished basketball players who are the best of the best of the best. Thanks, Kuz and Tommy, for that little tidbit.
John Corrales.
Right, you're forced to throw Grant in down the stretch in Game 7 as a rookie. You know, those 2 free throws aside, he seemed to come up big in some big spots for him.
I know Grant's going to be prepared. He spends a lot of time with Brandon Bailey going over what they need to do. You know, I told Brandon he was unlikely to play the 4, but he could find minutes at the 5, especially if they go to that small lineup. And that was what we had planned on. And then Tice's fouling out kind of forced that. You know, every time they came down in that small lineup, they did a good job, Anunoby or Siakam, if we had a big in, of finding the guards and involving our big a little bit more, and those guys are tough to guard. Siakam made a couple of nice moves against Grant, but I thought Grant guarded him pretty well, and the last play when he switched up on Van Fleet was great.
Question in person, Tim Reynolds.
We have 3 30-year-olds. We're like basically a college team with a couple of guys. Yeah. No, I think what you're saying is right. Like you know, it's funny. I talk all the time about you're only scrutinized if you're in the arena, and Jalen and Jason are just like, this is all they've done. All they've done is played in, now it'll be 3 Eastern Conference Finals for Jalen and 2 for Jason, and they've been in this stage, and they've been huge parts of it. And so, like, they are young by every metric except playoff experience, and they have a lot of it. They make winning plays. I thought tonight they made winning plays. I loved how Jalen responded to starting off poorly shooting. Thought that was great. And then Smart's got a ton of experience too. So other than that, we're pretty young and pretty inexperienced in the playoffs. But as I said the other day, I'm not sure that really matters when you're trying to win a game. You know, you just focus on what you can control and try to play that game as well as you can.
Final question for Coach in person, Gary Washburn.
I think he'll be back at some point in that series, you know, but I don't know when. And hey, and credit Toronto again, that box and one, you know, again, they rolled the dice on some other guys with some open shots, but they also covered some things really well. But they did it to break his rhythm. And I thought today he responded so well in the second half. The big shot at the start of the 4th, a couple of pull-ups. You know, he looked at all of us and said, I'm driving the ball, when he dumped it off to Grant and Grant got fouled. Like, he basically looked at me, don't call a timeout, and he looked at the other guys, stay spaced. And, you know, it's a pretty special feeling to know that that guy has got the ball. And, you know, again, we've got a lot of good players, but I'm really, really happy for him. And I know he'll continue to work hard to try to play well again.
All right, we'll wrap it up right there.
Thanks.
So Brad Stevens back to the Eastern Conference Finals for the 3rd time in his career. As you look at the bracket, that finals now set The Miami Heat and the Celtics will square off.